Mio, guten Tag. Hello, welcome back to the lectures of my book, IT ERP Projects, 33 years experience, 99 thoughts, 66 minutes to read. As always, a straightforward recording on an iPhone, some virtual background, and later on, some AI sound enhancement, no cut, no nothing, reading of a chapter, and then explaining what I was thinking about. If you like, connect, send me a message, spread the news. Would be lovely to make this more visible. Thank you very much. Today we are on thought number 44, break the silos. In many companies, a strong silo thinking naturally built over time. If you want to make your project successful, find ways to break the silos. Create new connections between different structures. Establish a culture of integration. These big projects have an impact on everyone's work. Some structures will gain in having less work, better supported work, while others have to take the burden of doing more, change more the way they work, or do even work more. Make sure to support both. If Silo 1 only sees that Silo 2 wins, it will be difficult to motivate Silo 1. And remember, you can't break silos by command, but you can break people's motivation by command. I think this is one very important part when you have these massive changing, impacting projects in your system landscape in your company. I was in various constellations where we organized within work streams, let's say supply chain versus sales versus finance, or having a process flow from purchasing to stock. All of these create in the end a thinking of a box, of a closed system, that the work streams from order to warehouse or from warehouse to sales is within one bubble and does not need the others. And if you take, for instance, in an ERP project, a finance accounting department, they are always impacted in most of the transactions, even though it's only moving material around, financial flows go around, or anybody who is doing something with physical material transport logistics is always impacted the moment you do something with materials. So having these strict definitions of a process owned by somebody or having the classic department culture is creating a situation that getting out of the boundaries of that silo is very, very complex for peoples. And if you see the silos like these, straightforward down, you cannot get them together by command or organizing them. You can move them by 90 degrees angle and put them one over the other to see all the cross points you have to move them to get together. But this is something you cannot organize by command or by meeting. You need to create a culture of change or integration that people understand that my need is my need, but it has an impact on the work of somebody else. And if they have a culture of trust and understanding that someone else is always also impacted by my work, my definitions, they can collaborate together to find a solution where at least one understands that his better way to work is maybe creating a pain in working for the other one, or creates a lot of troubles for the other persons, so that they can naturally discuss and speak together and understand. And also having these separated, isolated views, sooner or later you will come to the point that somebody needs to be part of it, and then it always goes to the point how you integrate them. And I think there is no good practice in doing it. You can send meeting minutes if you made the purchasing stream, and you send all the meeting minutes to the finance department that they understand what you were discussing. You can invite always everybody in a lot of meetings, but then the most of the time, many people will just sit there and don't follow the conversation because the topics they are discussed is also not in their garden. So you have to reduce the people to a decent amount of numbers, finding a spot where they can integrate and naturally exchange, foster a culture of integration, maybe change, but integration, communication, and collaboration, so that everybody evaluates the work of the other one and understands the need, because this goes to a common target. And this goes to one of the very, very first thoughts. You need to have a vision where you want to go, and then you can easier break the silos and move the people together, move towards one vision. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Adele. Meow, meow.